Hey guys, usual embargo, which is 10:30 this evening. If I could see a show of hands for the mics, and if you could give your name and organisation for your question, I'd be grateful.
Good afternoon, Pep. The club confirmed yesterday the severity of Leroy Sane's injury, that he has hurt his ACL. Can you give us a time scale? Do you know when you expect to have him back?
No, I don't know. I'm not a doctor, I'm physio, so normally this kind of injury ACL, so it's 6 months. Hopefully in February, March come back with us.
Given the fact there was a lot of speculation about his future, you were potentially planning for him to leave this summer. Do you have a plan to cope without him?
I didn't potentially think about he was leaving. Always I said the same, is our player. The player didn't tell me I want to leave. So always I thought he was our player. For that reason, play all the preseason in the start 11. In the final, he played. So unfortunately, it's incredible bad news, because in 3 seasons we had 3 ACL. So he's a young player, and hopefully, recover well. I think he's in the best hands as possible in the terms of the surgery next week, and all the people here are going to try to help him to be comfortable in the tough moments, because after 1 month, 2 months, he will feel alone, and try to be with him as much as possible and recover as well as possible.
So do you have a plan? Have you come up with a plan since you got the news to cope without him for the next few months?
Without him? Yeah, we don't have another alternative. So the fact he's not here, like in the first season, we didn't have Gundogan. The second season with Benjamin, like we play with Fabian Delph, and after with Alex, when both are not left backs, and they did it incredible well, Fabian and Alex, and now Leroy. It just let him feel we are here and we are going to wait him.
Bernardo Silva told me on Wednesday that the players had voted for the captain. That vote took place on Wednesday. Can you tell us who they picked and who's going to be in the team?
David Silva will be our captain, and Fernandinho, Kevin, and Sergio.
And what attributes does David Silva have to lead this team?
Captain has to be what he is. So David has almost 1 decade here. He knows the club, because the Premier League. It's incredible, being respect for his mates, and nothing. The decision have to take when they think what is the best for the team, for the club. Everything is going well.
Pep, Mandy from the Premier League. Gundogan's been quite honest in saying that he was considering a move away to get the final contract of his career. So what do you think persuaded him to stay at Manchester City?
No, I didn't. In my point of view, or what in these kind of situations, I said we won. I spoke, I think, once with him. I said I would be so delighted if you can stay, because you are a player that is so difficult to find in Europe. In terms of personality, plays in different positions. They always play in a high level, and all I can say is thank you to him and the club for the effort, for the be consistent and insistent to keep him with us for the next 4 years.
And how impressed have you been with the progress that Manuel Pellegrini seems to be making at West Ham?
Well, I think last season finished quite well. So at the end, Manuel has I think the biggest quality. You can incredible in the first moment identify the way he plays. And the beginning of the season was not easy. In the fact he lost the first 3 or 4 games in a row. That when you arrive and lose a lot of games is not. But I know he's a calm person, and I think the West Ham board support him. And at the end of the season, he made a good results, winning in again Tottenham away, in good games, Watford, and always so. The quality of he plays his teams, and especially the quality of the players up front they have with Lanzini, with many good players in front. It's the first game. Always the first game. It's always okay. What's going to happen? So I would prefer to play at home. We play away is always tricky, But I think we are ready. We are ready. We trained real good this week.
And when you've won back-to-back titles in the way that you've won them, just how hard is it to make improvements to your side?
I said many times this question. Always we can improve. Myself the first and the team as well. Individually, collectively, always we can improve. Always.
Pep, the 4 times you've gone to the London Stadium, you've won them all by a combined score of 17-1. Seems to be one of your easier games. Why is that?
It's the past. It was past good games. We were better in some periods. The last one against Pellegrini, we won, I think, 0-3, but it was a fake result because they had chances. We didn't create too many. We were so clinical up front, but our game was not really good. But it's the past, so it's the first game of the season. Always is. Of course, we play an important game in the Community Shield. Like we won one title, we have already won. But it's the fact that the first one start. But I saw the team quite well this week, training all of them incredible good.
Have you decided yet whether Rodri and Cancelo are going to start their first Premier League games, and do you have to give a thought to whether they need to
Cancelo's not
adapt?
going to play, not yet. Arrived 2 days ago, but he's going to settle good. Had experience, especially when you play in Juventus de Turin, important team. You are used to them in terms of mentality and the way they play, to win. And Rodri, every day I'm more convinced that what we have done, this deal with him, will be one of the best this club has done in the last years. So, will be an incredible holding midfielder for us, for this club, for English football, for many years.
Pep, Don McGuinness, TalkSport. In terms of Cancelo coming in, what was your thinking with, obviously Kyle Walker's has done very well in that position. You obviously want competition, but what kind of a player is he in terms of in comparison to Walker?
Well, I said many times, especially to him, so he came and he gave us something we didn't have. And honestly, without him it would have been so difficult to achieve. So his physicality is beyond of normal, but we need competition. They need competition. I think for Kyle it's important to have a good competition. What he had with Dani, and with Cancelo is going to happen again. So both have to fight for same position, and Cancelo can play in the left as well because in Turin play in left side too. So but it's good. It's good for the team. So the guy who is better fit and more confident, more chances to play. But in that moment, Kyle knows everything about the way we want to play, and of course, right now, Kyle is the first one.
And just a word about David Silva being the captain. You mentioned that obviously he has clearly respect of his teammates, but when you've had Vincent Kompany being the captain for so long, what kind of captain do you feel David will be? He's obviously different, but
he has to be himself. So David has to be himself. He's going to think what is the best when take decisions for the team, and will not be a problem. So normally, when depends of the captains, is easy life when the locker room are nice guys, and we have it. So they know each other. They laugh a lot. They have fun a lot when they are together. So I think will not be a problem. With the problem, I am, the club are there. So no problems. So we'll be a good captain.
Hi Pep, Andy Hampson from PA. You mentioned at Wembley the situation with Riyad Mahrez and the medication. Has that been resolved now? Is he?
Yeah.
He's cleared to play, is he?
Yeah.
Okay, and is Laporte back with you this week? Good. Okay, thank you.
Any more for the embargo?
This is my idol. I love you.
Okay, 10:30 embargo for